get discovered. I must tell someone, anyone, the truth while I can. That charlatan doesn't have a lick of his own talent. So he begs, borrows and beats it from those of us with a real vision for the stage. What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. My true name is Nick. In life, I was an entertainer aboard the ship of the famed Pontius Pirate. I once dared to defy him and he savagely beheaded. Little did I know the abuse was only beginning. A wandering sorcerer, mad as the day is long, found my severed head on the beach and resurrected me. I spent months in his company listening to him blather on about his every inane opinion. When I asked him to return my head to my body, it must be in the Black Cove still, he became enraged and tossed my head into the sea. Reginald stumbled upon me some days later and consigned me into his horrid little show. I know not how long I've been entertaining slack-jawed imbeciles at the Sicil Fair. All I know is I just can't... More than anything. But the chances are so slim with the Black Cove utterly infested with Pontius's undead cronies. My poor lost body is among them, sightless and silent in their vile company. For all I know, they're using it as a coat rack. Traveller, if there were any way you would brave the Cove's depths and reunite me with myself, you'd be doing me the only kindness I'd have received in as long as my poor memory serves. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on.
Oh, what now? Oh, if you must. What about it? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so... the knife, the book, the letter... They seem harmless enough by themselves, but in conjunction they do paint a pretty grim picture. Fine then. If you're certain she did it, then I shall have Esmeralda arrested. Your response? Surely you have exhausted all the evidence that was to be found? No! A good bloodhound knows when the trail has gone cold. So be a good dog now, won't you? Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Ma, the hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Well, what do you want to know? Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims. Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. Perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? It's simply a butcher knife used by my... What'll you think of next? Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought of... But all of it is circumstantial. I've a perfectly logical explanation for every piece of so-called evidence against me, and yet you've been trailing me like a bloodhound. People seem to want to believe I am guilty. Over the last few months, Jake grew distant. Distant and dark somehow. Something in him changed. I can't... It all began the day he met Evelyn. Master Thelirum's apprentice. She healed him of what we all believe to be a fatal wound he suffered hunting boars. I think he became obsessed by her, or obsessed by the secrets I just know she holds. Talk to this woman. There is more to her than meets the eye. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she belongs to that sect. You know, to those who worship a goddess without name and practice rituals of blood. I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men cannot see past her beauty, but I have gazed her in the eye and it was death that leered back at me. She hails from Silverglen, a village in the forest north of Sicil. How she made it past the undead without a lead. If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. She had her claws in him for many long months, and finally she must have cut too deeply. My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty, you know.
Soothing the corpse's troubled mind. Could have gotten far. Now, I noticed somewhere. I was wondering this particular batch of party elixir tools were murdered. That tone, soothing the corpse's troubled mind. Could have gotten far. Somewhere. I was wondering this particular batch of party elixir. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Soothing the corpse's troubled mind. Could have gone far. In between darkness and light! She realized soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy such grave responsibilities. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? That tone, soothing the corpse's troubled mind. Could have gotten far. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul? Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the third degree?
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
She said it, not me.